Okay, guys, listen. This is what we really came on the stream to talk about. This is a guy on TikTok who apparently reviews all the Adam Sandler movies and puts them in a list. This is what's the important stuff that we want to hear. We don't want to be hearing about this guy or this girl or that them or we got $2.20 from Hiboric, by the way. Thank you so much for our first donation. You're so cute. Thank you so much for our first donation ever. Even though it's in dirty Canadian money, I'm just kidding. I really appreciate it. We did get our super chats and stuff loaded up today. We didn't mention it, but we did. Anyway, let's get this going. What? We're not even going to try. We can't get it going. We're lying. Let's do it.
Adam Sandler. I have seen every single Adam Sandler film. So here are all 56 of them, ranked from worst to best.
Okay.
In at dead last, it is his first film and one of the worst comedy films ever made, Going Overboard.
Have you ever seen that before?
I have not.
I don't even know what that is. That sounds like a good podcast name for us since oversharing is done. Overboard with Rob and Dan. And half of it is you being bored and over it.
Yeah.
Then it's one of the most unfunny and annoying films of all time, Grown Ups 2.
Have you seen that movie?
I don't know if I saw the second one.
I didn't see the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought you would.
No, I didn't. Little Nicky is number one, though.
He also had appearances in a lot of horrid Rob Schneider films, starting off with The Animal.
I don't remember The Animal. But I don't know how you could diss Rob Schneider. Now you can, because he's like a crazy conservative. Not a regular conservative. He's a weirdo.
No, but Rob Schneider, like The Animal, me and my brother used to watch this movie repeatedly.
Wow. You guys are crazy.
I don't know why, but
Kids
we thought
are weird.
it was wonderful.
Then Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo.
Gigolo? What? That's a good movie. I loved Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo.
Just beating that is Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo.
What? Oh, we got another $5 from Hip Username. Thank you so much for the worst. First, the worst. Second is the best. Third, the turd. I'm second. Why? Always third is the one with the hairy chest, which I don't really have, right?
You do have a hairy chest.
Yeah, but it's kind of hot. Ah, yeah, you like that? Not a good angle for me. Let's continue.
Barely beating that again is The Hot Chick.
He said that Hot Chick was bad.
No, The Hot Chick is one of the best movies ever. But
He said it was bad.
Fucking Gigolo.
Gigolo. That sounds like a weird, like a maid, like Alfred. Gigolo. Gigolo. Prepare my things.
The Hot Chick is so good. Oh my god, me and my mom were just talking about this because one of my favorite line that I say this all the time is there's a scene where he gets into a bar fight outside while he's Jessica, and so she's fighting another guy, and her line to end him is like she goes, "You think you're so cool because you could pee with your penis."
It is though, because women. First of all, thank you so much to Jesus Christ for the $5.
Thank you, Jesus.
No way the Canadian. I think it's Jesus Krishna. Anyway, no way that the Canadian got the first dono. I'm widoway. So I'm
widowy, so angy white now.
Incredible. Thank you so much, guys. But no, that's the thing. It's like if you could ever ask, like, would you want to be a man for a day?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be a woman for a day. I feel like most men feel this way. There's no benefit to being a stinky girl.
Oh my goodness.
Like who wants to get a period? Imagine being a woman for a day on your fucking period, dude. Crazy.
You wouldn't want to have sex in your vagina.
No, I would never want anybody to fuck me. No.
No?
No, that's gay.
You wouldn't want to feel it.
No, never. I'm not even curious.
Would you want to, if we could, well, first of all, thank you, Soup Bro.
Well, thank you, Super, for the $10. I'm the third. You're the fourth. You got the gorth.
Oh my!
Thank you so much for the $5 from Night Shard. Mama God is better than Papa God. Incredible stuff. Thank you so much. You guys don't have to donate so much. I really do appreciate it. Anyway,
if you and I specifically could switch genitals, would you?
I don't know.
Want to feel
just genitals?
Yeah.
No.
Would you want to feel like
I would potentially
how
I don't know, man.
How our sex feels from your oversharing with Rob and Dan.
Maybe.
Would you want to feel how our sex feels?
If I could switch your bodies completely, I might let me fuck myself, but you're me. Maybe. But I don't know, man. That's too much. I feel like guys are not curious about that. I would instantly be a trans man. I would be so depressed I'd get a diagnosis. I couldn't do it. Okay.
I've helped you pee with your penis before.
Yeah, you have helped me. It's pretty cool.
You gotta ask to girls, ask them to hold it.
Hold it. I don't like that.
And then
Well, maybe I should because I pee everywhere.
But also, why is this counted? The Rob Schneider movie is.
I don't know. He's just added them. Let's keep it going though.
He has made a lot of terrible Netflix films, and the worst, in my opinion, is The Ridiculous Six.
I never watched it. Did I watch The Ridiculous Six? I don't think I did.
I don't think I did.
I think it was like a take on Serious the 7 or whatever from Quentin Tarantino.
I don't think Jack and Jill is as bad as it's made out to be.
I agree with that. I thought Jack and Jill was decent, by the way. I kind of liked Jack and Jill.
I hated it when I first watched it.
And it got better, right? Like fine wine.
I don't remember.
It's like fine wine or oat milk. Compared to regular milk, oat milk doesn't get as bad and you leave it out.
But it's pretty terrible. Out of all the characters he's played, the most annoying is easily Zohan.
I didn't like that movie.
I couldn't get through it.
I thought it was shit. That should be number
This
56
is like,
or whatever.
this came out like around Borat and also when Mike Myers did
that's it. No,
did he do like the Love Guru or something?
Yeah, I couldn't get through that at all.
It was like, like everybody wanted to make a movie with like an accent. Like for comedy.
Borat pulled it up. Somebody said that I needed like a booster of the potty so it's easier to sit and piss. No, first of all, I'm too fat. I have fat balls and fat everything, so I can't sit and piss. But also, I'm so tall when I do pee into the toilet perfectly, it explodes. And my wife sometimes is sitting there and gets it all over her legs. She's like, "What is going on?" And I'm peeing in the toilet, bro. We have a low flow toilet, save money, but then I also got a high flow, and my pickle, it's it's like a turtle, so it's not like drooped down into the bowl like a snake. Thank you so much. $2. Night Shard. Are you a homosexual? Absolutely.
Then is the very forgettable The Week of.
I don't remember. Oh, what? Sorry. Excuse me. I didn't mean to yell. The Week of is incredible. That movie is so funny. Are you kidding me? That I would put The Week of in like my top 5 Adam Sandler movies. The Week of is fucking hilarious. It's hilarious. It is so funny. It's so funny.
Hold on, before we move through this, do you want to do your top 5?
No, because I don't remember them all.
Through this.
Like I liked Uncut Gems, The Week of, Little Nicky, all incredible movies. Like his old ones were like they were really slapping, but his new ones are risky. Like Jack and Jill is like ridiculous. Like he's just like the video game one was. I didn't like it, but like I respect the risk. By the way, I respect the risk that people take when they make movies too, because part of it is people are too safe and they feel like they can't make different things. So I respect Adam Sandler for that. I don't think that people give people enough credit for making risks in movies. But The Week of is so funny. I remember watching it the first time. I tried to make you watch it with me because it's so funny. And maybe it's because it's like a Long Island humor thing, but I was dying through the movie. It's so funny.
I couldn't get through it. I didn't really like it.
I love you, but it's so funny.
Another film that's very forgettable in Mixed Nuts. I tried voice acting in 8 Crazy Nights and it didn't work.
It was okay.
It was a nice movie.
It existed. It was like okay,
If it's on, like, if it was part of, we're watching holiday movies.
Yeah, it was a holiday movie.
It fits in.
It was just a Jewish holiday movie. That was all it was. It wasn't that bad.
At all. Sandy Wexler was so boring, and it was made even worse by the stupid voice he put on for the whole film.
Sandy Wexler.
We didn't. That's the one with the shoes. We never finished it.
We did. What is Sandy Wexler?
We literally just started it and never finished it. Do you remember?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What is it about?
I think in the beginning of it, he
falls in love with a black girl.
Yeah, but in the beginning of it, he has like a shoe shop or something.
I don't remember. We watched it, but I don't remember it. So it was probably okay. I think it was okay from what I remember, but I don't remember a lot of it. He falls in love. He doesn't. He like run. I think that he's like he runs like a music producer kind of a thing, and he finds this girl and he falls in love with her, and then he's kind of goofy and he's a silly goose, and that's pretty much the movie. It was okay. It was fine.
I think that covers all of his really horrendous films, his F-tier films. These next few, they're okay. They're D-tier. So the first film in the D-tier bracket is Bulletproof. Next up is a film that is so bad, but I actually kind of like, Little Nicky.
Did you watch this whole rating through yet?
No.
You really haven't?
Little Nicky is D-tier?
Bro, that's wild.
I'm gonna... I'm gonna come. What do you mean?
Oh my God, there's
what
so
are you
many.
talking about? Little Nicky is a fucking classic.
If anything,
look, the Twin Towers are still there. That's how good it is.
If anything, I would say Little Nicky is. If there wasn't enough room on A, it's B.
I'm still offended, but I understand. You know what I mean? But I get that. That's a hot take. It is like it's an A. It's not an S tier, but it's an A tier. It's Little Nicky. Maybe it is necessary. D? What are you, serious? D? Take these nuts in your fucking mouth, bro. What is this guy's culture like? What do you do? Listen, where I come from, we buy a little too much food at Popeyes. We sit on the couch with face cloths, and we watch food. We watch Little Nicky while we consume food. All right. I'm a fucking normal guy. You get home from work. I don't go to a real job anymore, but when I did, you get home from work, working to clean up piss and shit and throw up and all this other crap, period, blood, nasty stuff off of a bus. And then you come home and you see your wife, your girl, and you get a nice old container of Popeyes where you're like, I could eat more than that. And then you buy too much and then you get sick and you watch Little Nicky. That's my culture. I'm an American. What do you do? I'm going to go get a fine wine from the wine cellar. I'm going to go to a vineyard and I'm going to taste wine. I'm going to go buy a whole bottle. I'm going to bring it home and I'm going to watch Little Nicky. Oh, this isn't very good. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. A D tier, bro.
Get in the flask, Adrian.
This is insane.
His girlfriend in it is the boss from Severance.
Yeah, she could get it.
Really?
She's okay. She was in Little Nicky, so if you're in Little Nicky, you can get it.
Can I wash my winky in your kitchen sinky?
It's so stupid.
Followed by Blended, Coneheads. I know.
Bro, my wife loves Coneheads and the Tank Girl. Those are like the two.
Coneheads?
What's up? Coneheads, Tank Girl, and Earth Girls are easy. Those are like my wife's 3 favorite movies in the entire world. And any sexual movie I make and send to her on Snapchat. So when she says Coneheads, this guy is 17 years old. That's my diagnosis for this guy, for this young man. His name is some Cian Film.
Okay, listen. First things first. Coneheads is not an Adam Sandler film.
I guess he's in it.
I guess so. Which I don't. Oh yes, he gives him his name, Arnold De DiCicco.
Does he?
Yeah, he's like the Italian guy that he meets up. Coneheads is such a fucking.
Coneheads is the first movie we watched together, and I remember it was like when this used to be her mother's house and stuff, and I used to come over here and I used to bang her. I think your mother wasn't here for the weekend or something. She was doing something, and like I came over and we ate food and we watched Coneheads, and you were so happy. You were the most appreciative person in the entire world. It's as if I gifted her a fucking Lamborghini. This woman here, and she was she's like, "Yeah, thank you so much for watching this movie with me." We sat on the couch. It was a beautiful she loves Coneheads.
I have a family story that has like the name, like a family related story with the name Constance, but like I've asked him to name our daughter Constance.
Yeah, and I'm
for
constantly
Connie, because
saying
that's
no.
the name of the daughter in Coneheads. Coneheads is such a good fucking movie. That's another one I quote
We did
all
fuck
the
to
time.
it too. It's a good fucking movie.
I don't think we did.
didn't. It was a joke. You ruined
Arnold
the
De DiCicco.
That's fun.
I'll pronounce you.
Chuck and Larry was okay. I didn't really care about that.
What? I hate this kid. I hate him. I hate him worse than the guy in the last video.
Oh,
what the fuck?
God.
Chuck and Larry is so good. My favorite. I'm gonna give you. This is what we're gonna do. This is gonna be me
on
quoting
Pride
movies.
Month. This guy on Pride Month.
I'm just gonna quote movies this whole time. My favorite part of this movie is when Adam Sandler goes into the other guy, Kevin James?
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith.
Kevin James.
Kevin James. He goes
it's not
into.
Kevin James, it's Kevin Smith.
Is it really?
No, it's Kevin James. You're right.
He goes into his kid's classroom for like career day because he's a firefighter.
Yeah, which
Am I
is
gonna
the
get in
gayest
trouble
profession.
for saying this?
What is? Well, don't say any slurs.
I don't know if it's a slur.
What is it? Oh, butt pirate's fine. Yeah.
Okay. He goes, "Do you have 2 jobs? Because my dad says you're a butt pirate."
That's ridiculous. That's crazy.
It's so funny. It's such a good movie because they also teach like the kids to like love themselves at the way they are.
Yeah, through a comedic lens. So that has a positive impact. Okay.
Love that movie.
And Larry and Mr. Deeds.
Mr. Deeds, I think, was good. I liked Mr. Deeds.
It's one of like the classics. It was like it came out with those hits like Billy Madison.
Yeah. I would say it's the worst of the classics, but it's still a good movie. It's like a B tier movie.
I honestly don't remember it though.
Hubie Halloween is an okay movie that is ruined by the stupid.
I loved it. Hubie Halloween again is a good. It's just a stupid Halloween movie, and I loved it. I watched it. It was just dumb. Like it does. Adam Sandler, I think, most of the time does what he sets out to do in his movies, which is entertain to the degree that the movie is expected to entertain. Hubie Halloween is not a serious, crazy movie. It's just about a goofy guy who's like in his 40s or 30s who like lives with his mom and like that's it. And he loves Halloween. Like that's it. And that's all. That's what it does.
And it's a Netflix film.
Yeah, it's just a fun little silly Netflix. It's fun. Like I stop being so critical. Stop being so critical, guys, because this is why people don't make crazy, stupid, silly movies anymore. Because they're like, oh, Cian fucking films on TikTok's gonna rip it apart.
Good voice that Sandler puts on for the whole film. I never liked bedtime stories as much as other people.
I never saw it.
I think it was good from what I recall.
Is it the one? Oh, I was in Click. Okay.
But it's a good time. Men, Women, and Children was boring. And I could see what he was going for, but I thought Spanglish was boring too. When I was 10, I loved Billy Madison.
Was pretty good, actually.
Spanglish?
It's a drama.
Is it a drama or is it like a romantic comedy?
No, I think it's more of like it's not as much of a drama, I guess, as it's not as dark as Uncut Gems.
No,
it's not like a comedy. I don't think.
He's about to say Billy Madison's bad. Listen,
Madison, but as I get older, it gets worse and worse and worse.
Fuck you, bro. You can't do that. This movie was made like however many years ago. You have to take the historical context into it. Not everything's going to age gracefully. It's a goofy movie about some rich guy who's a stupid idiot and doesn't go to school because he's an asshole. And then his dad's like, oh, you have to go and redo every grade of school. And he literally, it's funny. There's one moment where he bonds with one of the kids and he pisses him. He puts water on himself because the kid pisses himself. And actually he's like, it's cool to pee your pants.
It's not cool unless you pee your pants.
And everybody thought it was cool. So they started pissing their pants.
The best part of that movie is when he calls Steve Buscemi to apologize for him for being an asshole, and Steve Buscemi lays back on his couch, puts on lipstick, and then crosses his name off his hit list.
It's psychotic. Steve Buscemi, by the way, is an incredible actor.
He really is.
I rewatched it, but you saw Boardwalk Empire, and the last season was like a little rough and rushed, but it was he's incredible in it. He has a lot of range. He's great.
Same can be said about Grown Ups. I used to love it. Now it gets worse every time I watch it.
How are you gonna put fucking Grown Ups
in D tier
in front of Billy Madison and Chuck and Larry? Also, just like for a second, what do you think is gonna be this kid number like in the front for this
I don't know,
kid?
like the fucking one cameo appearance on Barney is gonna be his favorite. Like that's gonna be his favorite Adam Sandler movie or something.
He had his first collaboration with Jennifer Aniston in Just Go With It. And
yes, you did. I made
that?
you watch this with me because it's one of my favorite movies.
I don't think we watched it.
We definitely did. You probably just didn't pay attention. This movie is wonderful.
Wow.
It is such a good movie.
This kid needs to.
I'm so upset.
Ban this guy.
And it was okay. Before I did this challenge, I didn't even know films like Dirty Work, Top 5, or Shakes the Clown even existed.
Whoa, what are those? Shakes.
But they're all fun.
Got a couple milkshakes on the screen. You see that?
That sounds delicious.
You want a milkshake?
Then another inoffensive film that is just fine. Zookeeper. Not gonna lie, The Waterboy actually has a bit of charm to it, but again, it's ruined by the fucking stupid voice he does. Next,
it's ruined by the character.
I'm gonna listen. If you want to argue that some of these movies might be a little ableist, that's fine. You want to get a little woke on me? I'm okay with that. Waterboy's a fucking classic. The Big Show's in it. I love it. This movie's incredible. Have you seen The Waterboy?
I saw it when I was little, but like I don't remember it.
I love it's honestly one of my top 5s easily. It's fucking incredible. It's an incredible movie. We should like do an Adam Sandler movie tier list if I could find it. That's what we need to do.
I'll have to watch them though.
Yeah, that's true.
Next up is Big Daddy, and with that, I think we're going up to his C tier films.
There's too much left of this fucking
He's in
TikTok
C tier
to say this movie right now. There was no
I
way.
liked Big Daddy. It wasn't one of my favorites. It's like an easy B tier minimum.
Uncut Gems is going to be this kid's number one.
Because
he obviously does not like comedy.
Yeah, obviously. That's very good point. And Anakin Skywalker is in the Big Daddy movie because that kid is Anakin Skywalker, I think, if I remember. Oh, no, he's not. It's the kid from Zack and Cody. Right?
Yeah.
There we go. One of those.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, shut up.
His okay films, maybe even the above average films. Funny People is nothing special, but it's fun. I don't care what you say. I know a lot of people hate this movie. I actually kind of like it. Yes, The Longest Yard is cheesy.
Oh, wow. I forgot about that movie.
This is one of the movies that I would rate lower. Not like in a bad way. It did what it set out to do, but it's like it's like almost like in a desperate attempt to be like a Denzel Washington movie. You know, Denzel, you know what I mean? Like his movies are incredible. Like We Are the Titans. Remember the Titans? Do you remember? I watched, I think, that whole movie again on TikTok the other day. I was up to like 2 or 4 or 3 in the morning. I think I watched an hour and a half of it through TikToks.
Really?
Yeah. To be honest with you, I think that movies might want to consider re-editing their like 2-hour-long films and condensing them down a little bit to get some of like the bullshit out of it, which might hurt the film in some ways, but in other ways it could enhance it and put it on TikTok to get people to watch it. I don't think that's a bad idea.
I watched a half hour of like a Duggar documentary.
Interesting.
Today.
Wouldn't it be cool if you could like watch a movie on TikTok, but then you could scroll away and then it'll come back like 5 videos later so you can keep watching it. So this way you can like basically do what you're doing on TV already.
No, but now what they're doing is every 3 videos is the same fucking ad.
That's crazy.
I block them though,
yeah.
And then a new one replaces it.
That's what happens.
See, yes, The Longest Yard is predictable, but yes, it is a good time. Hotel Transylvania 2 is my least favorite.
Oh my god, he's 7.
What?
He's 7 years old. That's why. There's no.
I put he should have Hotel Transylvania in like the A and B tier, bro. Oh, I've never seen Hotel Transylvania. We could watch it. It looks like it'd be fun. But he's putting fucking Hotel Transylvania. I didn't even think about this above like Little Nicky and Waterboy. Waterboard me, bro. What the fuck?
The trilogy, but I still like it. I think Murder Mystery and Pixels are pretty bad films.
Pixels was okay. It did what it set out to do. It was worse than like all these other movies. It wasn't that good.
Oh, you know what's
fun.
not on here yet?
What?
That, like, again, compared to the movies, should be under. That's My Boy. Which I thought was a pretty funny movie.
Oh, I didn't really see that. I don't really like Andy Samberg.
I'm going to get, like, in trouble for saying I like that movie. But that's the thing. Like, that movie was fucking funny. Yeah. Now a movie like that would never be able to come out today. Do you remember what the movie is?
No.
That's when he is like the 14-year-old that gets his teacher pregnant.
Oh no!
And then becomes like a sensation for it, and gets like a lot of money.
That's wild. I have to watch that.
But they are so entertaining. Hotel Transylvania 3 was fun. I hate a lot about this film, but it just gets to me.
I didn't watch Click.
Yo, Click.
Is it good?
I have. This might have been one of the movies that I cried the hardest at.
Loser.
Because there's this. Well, it was because my dad died.
Yeah, because Henry Winkler. I know what scene you're talking about.
Do you?
Yeah, I watched a breakdown of the movie and talk about how it was kind of bad because the narrative didn't really make sense.
No, I'm talking about the scene where he's running in the rain with the remote.
Okay.
Bro, that broke my little dead daddy girl's heart.
Oh damn.
It's so sad. So I haven't been able to really watch it since.
Interesting.
50 First Dates.
Oh.
Is cute.
50 First Dates is like in a C tier for him. 50 First Dates is listen, I'm not a big romantic comedy guy, but that's one of his best movies. I think that like if you looked at this on an objective scale, 50 First Dates is probably in like one of his top movies. You know what I mean? Like it didn't really resonate with me, but it was just like it was just a good movie. You know, it was just like, oh, that's a really good movie. It kind of clicked everything for everybody. Like, look, you're fucking angry.
It's just so fucking
Where would you
stupid.
put 50 First Dates?
You said that there's something called an S tier?
Yeah.
Because for me, like, A is number 1.
No, S, A, B, C, D.
How many get to go on S?
Whatever.
I think 50 First Dates is the top.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
His most underrated film is The Cobbler. Why does no one talk about this movie?
Probably because you're a fucking hipster.
I also think the Meyerowitz stories, Reign Over Me, and Airheads are pretty underrated too.
Airheads.
Look at Brendan Fraser.
I think I saw Airheads, but this is a long time ago. Look at Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The best Hotel Transylvania film is definitely the first one. My
The stupid bitch.
Bro, Hotel Transylvania is better than
Adam Sandler's
50
best work.
First Dates. It is one of his fucking masterpieces. Do you see The Hotel? Oh my god.
biggest
Jesus.
guilty pleasure on this list is That's My Boy.
I don't know. I didn't see that when you were talking about it before.
I really like it. Jack Nicholson and Adam Sandler. What more could you want?
Anger Management, that might be like his best movie, I think.
You think so?
I think maybe it resonates. Maybe 50 First Dates resonates with you because you're a girl. Anger Management resonates with me because I have anger problems. I don't know, but I love that movie's incredible. That movie is a really good movie. How the fuck do you put this in a B tier, right above Hotel Transylvania? What comes above what? Like, oh, honestly, I think Anger Management might be one of his. It might be my number one Adam Sandler film. Is Anger Management. It's really good. Is Jack Nicholson dead?
No.
I have not seen him in a long time.
Want. Kicking off the B tier films is Hustle.
What the fuck is Hustle?
I think he's like a basketball coach or something.
What? This comes above fucking Anger Management? Oh, I'm gonna need a fucking C in Anger Management.
It's above a lot of fucking things.
Oh my god!
The always funny Happy
Happy Gilmore's not bad. It's a good movie. I like Anger Management
Gilmore, and I have to say I loved
this movie. Is good. Wedding Singer's so much fun.
That's a good movie.
This is an A tier movie though. Wedding Singer's A tier.
The Wedding Singer. Now into A tier, and his only two A tier films are Uncut Gems and the masterpiece that is Punch Drunk Love.
I never saw that, but that's it. Well, so he doesn't do an S tier. Okay.
I told you Uncut Gems was going to be his top.
Yeah.
Wedding Singer is very good.
It is.
That's one of the best.
Overall, I thought his list sucked.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It was pretty bad. It was a pretty bad list. I don't think that it was a bad list. Fuck you.